3 Series BMW in the front there. You find the paramedics are travelling around a little 2-litre cadet. They just come into the picture there. There comes in now the paramedics in case there's any sort of problem in the first lap, and some of the circuit officials to see that these cars get away cleanly. It's a rolling start lap. This 3 Series BM will pull off the circuit, and the man who decides the pace of this field is in fact Tony Viana, just accelerating away there in the Winfield BMW. It's a 3.5 litre 24 valve straight six, glorious sounding machine. You'll hear the throb of that V8, and you'll hear that rasping noise of that very fast RX-7, Mazda RX-7 of Ben Morganrood. That's the leader. He dictates the pace, and what he's done now is lowered his diff ratio actually to give it more acceleration out of corners, but he's lacking a bit of top speed. He was telling me just now before they came out onto the track. So this is an experiment for Tony. He set up the fastest lap this morning, so it seems to be working, but he says he runs out of revs on his way down at about 250 kilometers an hour on the way down to Crowthorpe Corner. Johnny Eco there, another XR8 Sierra. Very nice. In there is also George Bezaidenote, who has beaten Johan Coetzee of late in the D-class of 1600cc class, and in the process, in that little beefiness and Nexa, he set up lap records here as well. Right, the red light is on. The front cars are still burbling along. The back cars are starting to race already. They come towards us at about 140 k's. They're waiting for the green light, and Viana's holding it back with suits him. And the power's on, and there goes Animal on the right-hand side of the screen. Now it's accelerating him, and now it's starting to even out as they go under the bridge. And here they come towards us, and look at that tremendous power of that car as it comes down towards us. It looks like Morganrood's going to have the advantage to go into the brakes now at the latest possible moment. They snake if they go in there. It's the Morganrood Mazda in the front. Then it's Animal. He's only had time to just fit that other engine. Here he comes. Viana's in third position. Henny van der Linden, Unfamiliar. Vista Holmes, the Skyline is in fourth position. Right up there with it. There's in fourth position. Then it's Dick Sorensen in fifth position. So the race is on. Morganrood in that very fleet, good handling little Mazda, the man who has been setting up these lap records in the front. And here comes Hepburn. Just watch this for road holding as he goes down the outside. He floors it, just wants to tear it out, tear itself out of his hands. Here he goes, he's looking for a place to try and pass in. Then he's got Viana right in his tail. He looks in his mirror. He saw it just flatting a tire there as he locked the wheel. Morganrood out of there very quickly. They're right on 10 tenths. Henny van der Linden in the familiar Skyline. The ones that he built for all these drivers is in fourth position and staying right there with them. Morganrood in the Mazda. The Animal with Willie Hepburn. Tony Viana in the BMW to come up towards West Bank Corner for the first time. Up this very steep hill. Just a touch of the brakes, and then the power's on. That Animal, the Sierra, is in first gear as he comes out of there and doing 160 kilometers an hour as he exits out of West Bank Corner. And the Mazda seems to be getting away. Or is he? And they're starting to gather speed now, and Viana should be quick out of the corner. He's starting to get close onto that Ford tail as they come towards us. The Ford is starting to close up. Viana's right in there with them in the BMW. There he is, going under the bridge, and Henny van der Linden staying in the picture as well. Willie Hepburn looking for a place to go as he closes on that speed car, gathers speed. He's going to make his move now. Here he comes on the brakes. Morganrood gets it, and Hepburn has to tuck in behind him again as they go through Crowthorne on the second tour. Morganrood from Randfontein in the Mazda. The Animal's on his tail and tearing down there about 200 plus kilometers an hour.
Ja, nee, die onduur is bezig om daar so dit moeilijk te maak vir Morganrood en die Mazda RX-7. Hy is daar onder sy uitlaatpyp in. Die klankverskille van daai twee motors is uitsonderlik. Die Ford met sy onslaglike Mustang V8 en dan die skrolgeluid van die wankelmasjien van die Mazda, maar dit is die twee langs mekaar hier staan sê. Hepburn en Morganrood is langs mekaar, die Ford en die Mazda, wat gaan hulle maak? Morganrood hou hom nie daar, maar daar kom Viana kom by. Dan die Viana kom by en nou is die pap lekker dik, anders as die geel bladsy draai gaan en dit is die Ford wat voor is. Hepburn met die Ford is voor en dit is Morganrood wat teruggesak het in die derde posisie. So nou gaan ons kyk wat die BMW gemaak of hy die Ford daar gaan hou. Dan Ben Morganrood reg met daai superligte Mazda RX-7 om by te bly. 'n baie klein silinder inhoud as ons dit vergelyk met gewone silinder masjiene, 1100 cc, maar vir beter nuwe moet hy verdubbel word die wankelmasjien en ons praat van 2,2 liter ongeveer. Waar is die XR8 voor die Cyber Sierra van Willie Hepburn wat voor is. Hy het probleme gehad voor soos Roger gesê het. Hy het 'n paar klippe gebuig in die oefenrondes, maar Willie Hepburn is terug beste beauty na sy huis toe in sy werkwinkel. Baie vanaand het hy teruggekom, ander eenheid gesit en daar is hy heel voor. Dit is die XR8 van Willie Hepburn is heel voor. Wat gaan hierdie keer gebeur met die Winfield BMW, die M5 BMW, die 6-silinder. Hy is al langs Morganrood, die Mazda is aan die binnekant skiet die Mazda verby. Ben Morganrood aan die binnekant van Tony Viana verby, daar drie manne en is bietjie stop wat daar gebyt word die Mazda RX-7 van Ben Morganrood, nommer 2. as jy daar deur die kruis draai gaan. So daar is nog baie oor die wedren. Dit is die instellings en die tegnologie in hierdie motors is iets onsaglik en hulle is so fyn ingestel, enigiets kan maklik verkeerd gaan. Maar daar kan ons kyk wat gebeur, gaan die Ford daar bly, gaan die Ford bly of van die Mazda nog byskyk. Die BMW, die Winfield BMW van Tony Viana, hou sy posisie. Tony is rot van die, op hierdie stadium van die griep. Hy kom vanoggend byna skaars my gepraat het, toe ek hom gesien het, maar daar is hy in hierdie wedren en hy hou daar in die derde posisie. Die eerste van die S en dan die tweede van die S is maar by mekaar die groot Ford V8 Mustang ingevoerde masjien in Willie Hepburn is 'n motor en net agterom die RX-7 die wankelmasjien in die Mazda RX-7 van Ben Morganrood. Dit lyk my as die BM iets wat nader kom, die BM kom iets wat nader, maar die Ford is hierdie keer is die Ford lyk my reg. Dit lyk my asof Willie Hepburn al sy dinge reg gedoen het, sy voorbereiding is presies reg vir die wedren en die Ford is voor. Tony Viana het aan sy radverhoudings verander want vroeër die vorige wedren hier op Kyalami was het die Nissan van Henny Verlinde wat allemaal die skrik uitgejaag het en allemaal het iets wat van veranderingen aangebring om recht te wees vir die volgende keer as die Nissan uit is, maar ongelukkig is dit Henny Verlinde wat nog wacht vir onderdele van oorsee af en hy is nie in sy ZX nie, maar hy sal deelneem in brandbestrijding sy Skyline. So Hepburn, Morganrood, Viana, Van Linde in die vierde positie, met Dick Sorensen en Ikat in die ander XR8 daar in die vijfde positie. So dit is die positie op hierdie stadium, die eerste, tweede en derde. Dit lyk asof die Ford, die Animal onder hulle uittrek, maar Ben Morganrood gaan glad nie vir hom laat voorbij gaan nie. Ben Morganrood gaan behou en die BMW, Winfield BMW, gaan nou by hulle bly. Kom ons kyk hierdie Sunset draai, baie wyd van hulle deur, onsaglike breë bande wat aan hierdie motors aangebring het, om daar die pad uitverhoor tot die beste te ontwikkel. As jy kan sien hoe Tony Viana aan daai stuurwiel hang, wyd gaan al drie van hulle wyd, soos kan sien hoe hard die motors gedruk word, al drie van hulle wil baie graag voorwees, Hepburn het die posisie, maar die manne agter hom wil baie graag nog bykom, so hulle gaan mekaar druk, so om het te kan, om voor te kom, teen die weersbank opdraande op, nou gaan die pijlvak wees, ons sal kyk wat die snelhede van hierdie motors kan wees, dit is iets onsaglik, met die sedanmotors tot met 250 tot 60 km/h, wat hulle gaan kry, net voor hulle in die kruis van draai inkom, maar as hy weer die kink wat voorleid, dit lyk as hy Morganrood so effens nader kom, en ons hoop net vir dat die Ford hierdie keer gaan hou, maar het lyk my so, hy klink baie goed, as hy afkom, op die pijlvak, is dit die Ford, die Skyback Ford van Willie Hepburn, en het lyk asof Tony Viana sy Winfield BMW iets wat achterraak, en dit is die Mazda en die Ford, wat voorbij kom, ons kyk wat maak my Morganrood. Dit is Hepburn wat van toe maak, Hepburn maak het weer mooi van toe, hy kan nie voorbij kom nie, so hierdie kruisdom is nog steeds Willie Hepburn, wat hierdie wedren voor is.
And this is the Rolling Thunder Westbank Modified Racing at its best. They are right on the red line, on the limit as they circle the circuit. Unbelievable. 4 laps have gone, that's 16 kilometers, and we've got 24 kilometers of this to go. Viana seems to be losing a bit of ground as Hepburn's going for a win, but Morganrood's not going to let him get away with it. We've got Kenny van der Linde in 4th position. We've got Dick Sorensen, the 2-star, in 4th and 5th. Jenny Oates having a great ride in the XR8 is in 6th position at the moment as they go in there. And here's the other race that's going on in a big way, as your hunt could see. And there's B52, that's George Bazane, the record holder here in the little 1500, BP Nissan X, and they are going for it. Kevin Greaves is on their tail there. Number 77 is Kevin Greaves in the Vista Homes Escort, and those three are having a dice for the 1600cc class with George Bazane really tucked in there behind the Borgwarner Escort of your hunt could see. Noted to be the fastest 1600 Escort in the world, and Kevin Greaves trying to get past on the outside of the Nissan. It's the two Nissans in behind the Escort, but there's your hunt could see, very familiar colours, and these right on the limit as well. Look at him sliding that car. George Bazane had one down at East London. He's the lap record holder and the last winner at the last Westbank race here at Kyalami. Very, very confident in that little 1500, pretty little Nissan Exa. And then we've got Kevin Greaves in that Vista Homes Escort right on his tail. There he comes. That's the Borgwarner Escort of your hunt could see in the front being pushed all the way there by George Bazane. The leader still Willie Hepburn with Morganrood pushing all the way. As they come up to Westbank, you can see the hardly touch angles, and they touch each other. He went right into him there and got him sideways. They're prepared to bump and push their way around the circuit. The only way to really get ahead of them. The speeds are so even, and riding behind him, having one of his greatest drives there, Kevin Greaves, is really going well. He's got those Bridgestone tyres on this side, a change from the Avon tyres that they've had in the past. As they come past, he's trying to find a way through the elderly Nissan as he comes through. And look at the dents there. Look at the dents of that car, of that one in the middle there. George Bazane has really got his nose under the boot of Jan Coetzee. And it's across the road as they come towards us now. Watch here as they come out to the break. and it's Kevin Greaves going to get it. Zaydner goes in behind and, oh, this is so close. And Greaves goes through there, right on his tail. Great racing here in the 1600 class, and this has been going on all around the country. This sort of racing in the West Bank modified racing. The leader still Willie Hepburn with Morganrood pushing him in the front there. But here they go. This is there it is, and Greaves has gone to the front of this class. Kevin Greaves, he's never driven like this before. He comes towards us on the right-hand side. Is Kutchi going to get him inside? He's got him, and Greaves has to tuck in behind again. And here we are. Who's this one going in here now? That's number 59, and that's Keith Carr in the Daston. He's spun it there as he went through. Oh, and there he goes. That's Trevor Pipes. Looks like Trevor Pipes in that little Opel Cadet there. That's a pity. Is it Trevor Pipes in that side? Looks like it. As he really took us. He really thumped him there. Right now he's the Crowthorne, and Viana's got closer. There's Neville Tillman just ahead of him, hurrying along, and here comes the animal, and if he looks in his mirror, he can't even see Morganrood out. He's tucked in right behind his wing, and Viana's starting to make his move now. 6 laps are gone, 4 laps, 16 kilometres to go. The marshal's waving the blue flag saying, there's somebody trying to pass you. They've got to be kidding. They all know what the situation is here. And there goes the Sierra. That Sierra is really winding it on, and Viana's got a second. Viana's got a second, and he's going sideways. He's really starting to push the car, and the tyres going off. It's a colder day today. They should be into lap record. They're doing 1 minute 29.57. 1:29, very, very quick indeed. So the Winfield BMW is a fire engine, as they call it, in second and pushing. He's pushing him, and he's gone. Hepburn, is he going to control it? He's going to hit the back. That's in round of the race. He's destroying the fencing. And Willie Hepburn is at what an end to that tremendous drive in the Sebastian. What a disappointed Hepburn. He's been home. He's changed engine. He was leading this race, and he lost it there as they pushed and banged their way into that corner. What a great pity. One of the marshals comes over with a fire extinguisher just in case. And Willie Hepburn is looking at the damage and that wing that they put onto the car. And here it comes. Here's the slow motion. And Viana's pushing him all the way. Is he touching him? Here he comes. No, it was him just losing it. He lost it there. Look at the black rubber. All the tyre smoke as he goes into the arm coat and starts to pull down those catch fences. You can see how they start to collapse progressively as it slows the car and stops it there. Very, very handy fences there. Well, that was great. It was a terrible pity there for Willie Hepburn in that in the animal. Right, here it is. Viana's in the front now. He's taken over the front position, and right under that wing is Morganrood in that Mazda as they go down that hill. That hill almost feels like it's going the wrong way as those cars slide to the outside. You can see the black rubber coming on the road. Oh, those tires going off. It's a cold, coolish day here. This is when we should have lap records. But Viana with flu or not, you can see him fighting the car around the corner as Morganrood lines it up as they go towards Clubhouse. Is Morganrood going to be able to pass him as they go in here? It's Viana once again holding on to the front. What a driver is he pushes that big M5 around the circuit.
Dan is die appelkar die mekaar van gooi daar zo met Hepburn, wat met die animal uit is. Ons wil ook nou weer vanaf na hom kyk as ons weer kom. Hy was blijkbaar, het hy reeds gevleis, ek sien het hy reeds geglei, en toe het Viana om net aan die achterkant so iets wat geraak, en dit het is al wat nodig geweest om daar die animal, die XR8 Ford van die baan af te kry. Maar nou is die strijd aan tussen die BMW van Tony Viana en Ben Morganrood in sy Mazda RX-7. Die twee van hulle is nou by mekaar. Henny van Linde is natuurlijk in die derde positie, maar julle eentje achter is Henny van Linde derde met die Vista Home Skyline van Brian Mercedes. Maar kom ons kyk wat gebeur as die twee by mekaar kom. Dit lyk asof die Mazda iets wat nader kom. Die Mazda kom iets wat nader, maar dit is die groot BMW, die 6-cylinder 24 klepper, wat hier so die dinge doen. Maar kom ons kyk wat gebeur as we aan die draai gaan. Dit is Morganrood wat in die binnenkant kom. Morganrood druk sy pad mooi oop. Morganrood druk sy pad mooi oop en hy is by Viana, maar Viana laat nie gaan nie. Viana laat nie gaan nie. In die begin van Crowthorne en blijkbaar aan die buitenkant van Crowthorne is het weer een keer. Het kan die Viana weer die wedren geneem. Hierdie twee manne is nou bezig om mekaar dit baie moeilik te maak, want in een draai van die begin van Crowthorne tot die einde van Crowthorne het Morganrood voorbij gegaan, en het is Tony Viana wat weer een keer voor hulle uit die draai is, het Tony Viana dit reg gekry om weer voor Morganrood te kom. Nou is dat van die stadige motorspoor, dit kan ook een factor wees as hulle deur die draai gaan, maar dit is Ben Morgan wat die Mazda baie wyd vat. Baie wyd wat hy deurvat, daar kan ons sien, maar dit is Viana wat nog baie deurgaan. Die stadige motorspoor, ons hoop net hulle is uit die pad uit, want dit kan net al die saak 'n bietjie beduiwel as die stadige motors nie vanaf genoeg uit die pad kom nie, en die man wat eerste is, word teruggehou, en dit gaan vir Morganrood baie naby tot dit hadden we gesien. Dit is Viana wat moes uitsny, en Morganrood is gedwing om ook in die buitenkant uit te swaai, maar dit kan ons sien, die bestuursvernuf, die concentratievermoë van hierdie manne, Dit is split sekonde besluite wat hier geneem word en ons kan sien hoe vinnig hulle deur die Westbank draai gekom het. Maar dit is die Winfield BMW, die Mazda net daar agter hom, Mazda RX-7, maar in die kink, dit is my gelyk as die Mazda iets nader kom, daar staan die Viana se kykspan wat die situasie is en wat die posisie is. So ons het in die derde plek het ons Benny Verlinde met Dick Sorensen in die ander Skyline in die vierde posisie en Johnny Eckhout is in die vijfde posisie, maar daar is het nou weer, kyk hoe laat het ons gesien, hoe baie laat het Morganrood gerem. Morganrood het baie laat gerem, maar nou druk die mekaar inderdaad. Weer een keer is het Viana wat terugveg aan die binnenkant, druk hy om in de waarheid, hy druk kom deur om voorbij te kom. Dit lyk ons asof dit Morganrood is wat vir Viana uitoorlee, as dit die draai gaan, net voor Lankrous van ons gaan uitoorlee om aan die binnenkant te kom, maar die brute kracht van daar die groot machine van die BMW sorg dat hy weer aan die binnenkant weerkom. En nou is dit die Mazda wat lustig ding aan die binnenkant, die Mazda weer een keer 'n baie ligter motor as die BMW. Die BMW is 'n swaar motor, die Mazda RX-7 en Ben Wilbur te plek buite gaan, hy bietjie baie by, hy baie by. As hy weer die keelband het, hy nou gaan aan die binnekant, hy bly agter hom. Dit sal nou weer moet ons kyk wat gebeur in die Westbank draai, deur die eerste van die S en dan die tweede van die S, dan gaan die posisieverandering nou plaasvind nie. Die draai is nou op mekaar en daar is eintlik weer ruimte nie, maar nou is die opdraande op en die pijl van Hepburn lê. Die pijlvlak is voor en ons kyk wat die Mazda hierdie keer gemaak en die buitekant is Morganrood, maar dit is Viana aan die binnekant en hy kan dit nou goed in die hoek sit en ons gaan kyk of die Mazda eers as van nader kom op die pijlvlak.
And it's Morganrood's last chance as he tucks in behind him. He's half a car length. He's getting closer and closer. They've got the dummy grid and half a kilometre to go. And Morganrood could do it. It's there. That's all the distance there is. And he's trying to pull out now. Now it's the dash to the line. It's Viana. And it's Morganrood right on his back wheel. And Tony Viana in the BMW takes in the Winfield BMW with Ben Morganrood second. A great drive there by both these drivers in second position. Viana, the man in the centre of the picture, the winner here of this race here at Kyalami. And then we're going to look at the other cars here that come now. It's Henny van der Linden in the blue Vista Skyline. And there's the old Pretoria Nissan Skyline behind him. That's Dick Sorensen. That's Henny van der Linden in third position as he comes through. Fairly comfortable for Henny in the car that he knows so well. And we're going to see him out in a turbo, I'm sure, at the next Kyalami. Dick Sorensen, as they call him, the Crocodile Dundee of the West Bank Association in fourth position. And then the other classes, it was Peter Lance winning the 2-litre class in the Targa Motors Golf, and Johan Kutsi. That's Johnny Eckert having one of his best drives here in the XR8 era and using all the road to do. He's coming through in fifth position. There he comes through. And there's the winner. There he is, Tony Viana, full of flu, a very busy week, the record-breaking with BMW at the Eurotech track, the old Armscourt track, or it was known as Armscourt track, just outside Evanston Bay. Tony Viana, Winfield BMW, are great, and he had to fight for that one. He really had to fight. He was in pole position. Listen to the cheers. That's the BMW corner. The West Bank corner stand there would have been cheering there for Willie Hepburn, the Ford drivers, all seated, the Ford fans all seated to sit up there. There's the result. That's Tony Viana in the Winfield BMW, the winner, a great win. He had to fight all the way for it. Second was Ben Morganrood, the Mazda RX-7, who holds all the lap records, we told you. Henny van der Linden back in the familiar Skyline, third ahead of Sorensen. And then it was Johnny Eco, very good drive in fifth. And Gary Dunkley in the Sabat Porsche coming home in. Others have lap